is important for us, it is to show, or you will see the signal input and also the output of this. So as far as the half wave rectifier is concerned, you know already what is the expected waveform output of a half wave rectifier. Either it is uncontrolled or it is a controlled, it is the same output waveform. So we start with this controlled single phase half wave rectifier figure, and then we will open now the pulse stud simulation. So from the pulse stud simulation, we will go to full screen version. So when you are already in the full screen version, click the menu circuit, and then a blank circuit. Okay. Then from here, it is the SCR. It is belong to passive or active component. Is it passive or active?
What, teacher?
The SCR, silicon controlled rectifier. Is it belong to passive or active component?
Active component.
Huh?
Active component.
Okay, very good. Active component. Let us see if in your menu, you will see here active component. You will find here the SCR. Okay. What is your name?
Abdullah, teacher.
Huh?
Abdullah.
Abdullah.
Yeah,
Abdul.
Yes.
Abdul. Okay. According to Abdul, the SCR or silicon controlled rectifier, it is belong to active component. Okay. So active component. So since it is an active component, we will see in the active components the SCR, this one. So we will drag horizontally here. Okay. So this is the SCR. Then from gate, okay, so this is the gate. Then there is a resistor here. So we will add a resistor. Okay. We will add a resistor, draw, go to draw, then add a resistor. Okay. Add a resistor, then a connecting wire. Okay. Then resistor also here. Another resistor here. Okay. Then, as what is stated here, there is a supply voltage input supply. Okay. It is in a form of alternating current. Okay. Alternating current. So we'll go here.
From passive.
Add wire. What is your question, brother?
No, nothing.
Add wire. And then draw. So input and sources. The menu, it is input and sources. Then go to AC voltage 2 terminal. Okay. It is AC signal, this one. Okay. Then this one also, we will put another AC signal here. Okay, like this. And then add wire here for the equivalent. But take note of the input coming from gate. It is pulse. So this is alternating current, and we should put it into a pulse. Okay, how to change this into a pulse? So we will go here to the pulse stud. So right click and then edit. You will see here the waveform. Okay. As you've noticed here in the waveform, so there is a selection here. DC, AC, square wave, triangle, sawtooth, pulse, and noise. So select pulse, okay? Select pulse and then click OK. Okay, so did you see this? Did you see the pulse? Tell me yes or no. Answer my question, please.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, you are
Yes, sir.
already, you changed it already to false, then go to edit. Then please click center circuit so that you have a good presentation of this. You can drag or zoom in or zoom out. So what is important, it is visible. Okay, this one. Then what is next from the schematic diagram? This one. Okay, so 200 and 200. So we will change the value of the resistor. So this 1K, we will change this to 200. 200. Click OK. And then this one, change this to 200 also. Okay, 200. Click OK. Now, what is given here? You need to change the voltage input parameters. Then this is the false input parameters. Take note about this. So it is stated here that you need to edit the maximum voltage to 100 and then frequency is 50. So we will go back to false stud. We will change this to the voltage input parameter. We will change this to 100. Okay, 100. Then next is this one. We need to change also to 50. Okay, 50 hertz. This is 50 hertz. Then click OK. Then the false parameter, which is stated here, you need to edit to maximum of 5 volts and then 50 frequency, and then the phase it is 83.34 degrees, and then duty cycle it is 1. Okay, so 550. Okay, so we need to change this to, we will edit to 5, and then the frequency is 50 hertz, and then the phase offset in degrees, it is how many? It is 83.34. Okay, 83.34. 83.34. Then the duty cycle, it is 1 cycle per revolution. Okay, we will type here 1 and then click OK. That is the requirement. And then next it is go with the input supply, then edit, and then view in new scope. Okay, view in new scope. Okay, so you will see here it is view in new scope, then run. Okay, as what you've noticed, class, this is actually the input signal. So the input, it is in a form of sine wave, and this is now the output. During the positive half cycle, it is this one, and then it is a 0, positive, 0, positive, 0, positive, like this. So this is expected output. Actually, the output is the same with the output of the uncontrolled. So this is now a controlled. I will show you upon changing the value, you will see the difference of the waveform output. Okay. Now, in your report, it is required for you to, as your data collection, you need to draw the waveform output. So the input waveform and the output waveform of a half wave rectifier, a controlled half wave rectifier. And then the results and discussion, you will discuss this. And then if we will change the voltage input, you will see the difference. So for example, we will change this, for example, to 150. Okay, so let us see the difference of, did you see? The input, this is the input, and then this is the output. Okay, when we change this to 200, okay, change this to 200, what will happen? 200. So this is your output. So there is there are different value upon changing the value of the input voltage. How about if we will change the false parameter? For example, edit. By the way, if we remove this load, what will happen? What do you expect if I will remove this load resistance? What will happen to the output? Any idea? If no load resistance here?
Teacher, equal to 0.
Will
Become?
be another line.
What is the output if there's no load resistance? Because we are in experiment. That's why I want to show you in the experimental setup of discussion. So if I will remove this resistance or this resistor, I will cut, okay? Cut, remove. What will happen to the output? Any idea?
It will be 0.
It will be 0. Okay. So if we will run this, it's become 0. Okay, very good. What is your name?
Abdullah Rashid.
Abdullah Rashid. Okay, it's become 0. Okay. Now, next question. What happened instead of load resistance? Instead of a load resistance, I will make, okay, I will stop first so that I will change that load resistance into a capacitor. So the output now, it is, by the way, class, if you use a capacitor in AC, should be non-polarized. So the output actually of this circuit, it is considered as DC. That's why we need a polarized capacitor for this. It is in a form of passive polarized, okay? Then positive to negative, there is a polarity. So what will happen to the output? I just check it if you will, if you run your pulse stud right now or no. That's why I'm asking question. What is the expected output? Or if the load resistance instead of resistor, I change it with a capacitor. What will happen to the output? Any answer? What is the expected output if our load is capacitor instead of a resistor? What is the waveform? I think you don't perform it in your false stud. You're just listening.
Teacher,
Because
only give the.
You know what is the answer.
Will
Okay, I
get
repeat.
the in
Did
the
you see? I
steps.
changed it with the capacitor. What is the expected output?
The wave become in the negative side. It will be 0 and maximum.
Okay, so become reverse. That is your answer. Huh? Become reverse. That is your answer. What is your name?
Abdullah Rashid.
Abdullah Rashid. So Abdullah Rashid, you said because there is a polarity of this capacitor. By the way, Abdullah, are you using a laptop or computer right now? Now you are using laptop or no?
No.
Just listening with my discussion. Okay. What is the expected output? Okay, so let us see. Because the load resistance before it is a resistor, I change it with the capacitor, polarized capacitor. What will happen? What is the output? Okay, I will run. What is the output? Did you see? It is the same. Why? So tell me what is the reason why load resistance and a load capacitance, it is the same with respect to this circuit with the SCR. Why is it that the waveform it is the same? Did you see this is the output, right? There is a output here. Okay, with the capacitor. I will repeat with the resistor. I change it with resistor. What is the output? Okay, I will cut and then I will return it back with the same value of resistor. What will happen? Okay, did you see the output? Okay, did you see the output, class? The
Yes.
input, it is in a form of sine wave, right? It is in a form of sine wave, right? It start from a peak voltage here. Start immediately the output with a half wave like this during the positive half cycle. So this is a peak voltage and then zero. And then as far as the capacitor is concerned, so we will stop here so that you will see the difference, okay? From here, start from zero going here, the output. When I change this to capacitor, by the way, even the capacitor, is there a resistance of a capacitor or no? Is there a resistance of capacitor?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good. There is also a resistance of a capacitor. That's why there is an output. So we will edit this. Okay. So what I mean it is we will replace it. Okay, delete, and then we will replace it with a capacitor. Because I want to show you what is the difference if we will put a load capacitor instead of load resistance. So passive capacitor polarized here. Okay, here is the capacitor. So take note about the output. Did you see the output? Okay, this is the output waveform of a half wave. When we use a capacitor here in the SCR, what is the output here? Okay, did you see? So there from start of this there is a spike, but when it's running it is the same also with the resistor. Okay, so that's why in the controlled rectifier, as what you've noticed, there's no need for a capacitor. So resistor, it's now enough for the SCR circuit connection of a rectifier. So we'll cut and then you will connect resistor here, 200. Okay, edit, then 200.